Are we back? Are we here? I think we're here. I think we're here now. Let me know if you can hear me, then I'll carry on. Yeah? You can, Nako, you can hear me? Hey, in Sardinia. How you doing? You can hear me now, right? Hey, Ricky Mum. There you go. There you go. All right, nice. Welcome, everyone. If this is your first time, this is English and Chill, the only place on YouTube where you're gonna chill, learn English. I mean, chill today? I'm not really sure. Today, we're asking an important question. Is the UK okay? Like, what's going on? Because there's a lot of news about dangers in the UK and London lately. So I want to help explain what's happening, answer your questions about it, and we're just gonna chat about it. I think, you know, we're gonna find out what's going on. We're gonna talk about it and learn some English along the way. As always, if you have a question about English, about England, let me know in the comments. Hey Nezrin, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very, very kind of you. I learned that that's Turkish, right? TRY. I didn't know that currency. Turkish lira? Do you still use lira? I don't know. Anywho. Let's bring this further down. There we go. Oh, it looks like a moon. There we go. There we go. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. I think the planet is becoming more dangerous. That is quite the take, Nezrin. It's quite the take. Excuse me. I don't agree with you. I'm going to explain why, and I think, honestly, it's getting better, but the bad news is amplified, and that's why it feels more dangerous. That's my take. I'm curious to hear the rest of you's opinion too. But you can hear me now, right? Nuri saying she can't hear me. Just music. Germany, guten Tag. Could you pronounce the videos that I posted yesterday? From Uzbek capital. What is the capital of Uzbekistan? I don't know it. I don't know anything. I just don't know anything anymore. Yeah. So the question I'm asking you today is, do you have any questions about English life, the language, anything? I'm your favorite teacher? Wow. Wow. That's quite the compliment. Thank you, bud. All right. I'm going to start. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll get to them. We'll answer them. Pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, anything you want. Anything is okay. Let me know in the comments. Okay, the reason I chose this subject today is because it's in the news everywhere, and lots of you have messaged me saying, is it safe? Can I visit London? Because I don't know if it's okay anymore. Wait, you... One second. Luigi says can't hear my voice. I want to check something. It is okay now. Maybe you're on a delay. Maybe you're on a delay, Luigi. Okay, there we go. We're okay. We're all good. From Madrid, in the early 2000s, it was more dangerous. Wide more dangerous? We wouldn't say wide more dangerous. We'd just say it was more dangerous. So I'm trying to make sure all of your comment fits in. But it doesn't. Well, that's the edge of your comment. I'm sorry, my guy. That's all I can do. That's all I can change. I can only apologize. Doop, doop. There we go. And we're good. Alrighty. Yeah. What has Brexit changed in the UK? That is a whole other conversation. So first, I want to just get to the bottom of what has happened, why it happened, and then we can talk about it. We'll go through some vocabulary, everything. Now, I would say I'm in a unique position to talk about this because the town I grew up in was next to where all of this bad stuff we're going to talk about started. The hate groups and everything came from the town next to me, so I grew up seeing these idiots be idiots, and now they're in London, and we'll get to that. Alrighty, so yeah, basically what you're seeing in the news lately, you're seeing like this, you're seeing this, riots in London, something's on fire in the background. I don't know what's on fire, but it looks dangerous, right? Now, yeah, a few weeks ago we had riots. Now, why did this happen? Well, basically, we're going to talk in the article about what happened, but there was one kid who stabbed other kids, younger kids, at a dance class. And because of that, rumors were spread online, false rumors, lies, let's just call them lies. And from that, racist groups decided, oh, we're going to start some riots now. Because, it must be true. It's what I believe. I don't have proof that it's true, but it's what I believe. Therefore, it's true. So, idiots are going to continue to be idiots. Now, the leader of this, there's this one group, right, called EDL. It stands for English Defence League. This is like the key racist group in the UK. And it's led by this fucking idiot. His name is Tommy well, he calls himself Tommy Robinson, but his real name's Stephen Yaxley Lennon. He doesn't like that name. I guess it sounds too posh. So he calls himself Tommy Robinson. But no, his name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon. He must be called out for the dickhead he is. But look at his little angry face. Look at his little red, strawberry-coloured angry face. There he is in a street spreading anger and hate towards anyone who isn't white. Now, this is where I would argue I have a unique perspective on this. Not a unique perspective, but a unique experience, let's say. So the town I grew up in was next to the town he came from. Interestingly enough, same town Andrew Tate came from. It's called Luton. Now, in Luton, this idiot and lots of other idiots like him would every now and again, every few months, walk together in a big group down the main street of Luton, yelling angrily about anyone who isn't white, like, oh no, they're not white, things are terrible now. I'm seeing people who aren't white, I'm very upset about this. And we all understood, it's like, fuck, they're idiots, they'll go away, they'll get hungry and go home later, we can ignore them, right? But then, now, a few years later, now because we have Facebook and Twitter, or whatever it's called now, these people can share their views and share their opinions. So they found other idiots from the other side of the country. Now they all join together and they can have idiot meetings in London and cause trouble. So let's get the story of this. Let's get the story of this. So this is our article that we're going from. And I think this summarizes it quite nicely and quickly that we can do in a lesson. Some vocabulary. If you're not sure about the vocabulary, please ask me. I'll teach it to you. So I will narrate this. Let me know if there's anything you want to cover, anything you've missed, any questions you have. Before we get there, I want to go to your questions. Hello from Peru. Hello in Peru. Hola, ¿cómo estás? People are weird. They really are weird. Yeah. They asked if it's said yes. So specifically, these people don't like people who aren't white. They're white racist. That's it, right? So understandably, if you're not white, you'll be like, wait, am I safe? Can I visit London safely? What's the situation? And yeah, I just want to explain why this has happened and what you can expect or not expect. So If you need to leave soon, the answer is basically you're fine. You're probably fine. Yeah. As far as I know, most of the incidents occurred in the north part of the UK. Yes, but not just the north, right? I think Sunderland, which is close to Newcastle, they experienced a lot there. Which is safe, Canada or UK? Oh, good question. I don't know about Canada. I don't know their situation. Well, so I really don't know, to be honest. Because of the internet, good ones find good ones and bad ones find bad seeds too. That's pretty much what happened here. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened here. So let's go to this article. I will read. If you're not sure about anything, let me know. All right, so on Monday, 29th of July, a stabbing attack at a Taylor Swift-themed children's party in Southport, Merseyside. I don't know where Merseyside is. Killed 3 young girls at the time of writing and injured several more. The attacker is alleged to have been a local 17-year-old boy whose motive is as yet unknown. We'll stop there. So first of all, he's alleged to have been this kid, and we don't know what his motive was. We don't know why he did it, right? That's pretty much all the information that is out there. That is official, right? So, firstly, alleged means, well, it's pretty much this, but legally we can't say it is. That's what the word alleged means, right? So, speak up a bit. Am I a bit quiet? Yeah, Luigi, I think you had an audio delay. I think that was it. Yeah. All right, so let's continue. You see why this becomes a problem? There was no information about who this kid was, what his motive was. We didn't know anything. But that didn't stop I'm getting ahead of myself. Self-described news accounts rapidly spread falsehoods around the perpetrator. The perpetrator is the criminal, right? The person who did the crime, the attacker. Now, falsehood, this is a word which comes up a lot lately, particularly when politicians lie. They use falsehood instead of lie, and I don't know why. It seems like, no, just call it a lie. If it's not true, and they know it's not true, call it a lie. I think it's damaging to call a lie a falsehood. It sounds more formal, and I don't think it helps anyone here. Alleged means untrue? No. So alleged... Okay, let's say, Lolly, you steal my TV. I go to the police and I say, Lolly stole my TV. Then a newspaper contacts me and they're like, oh, who stole your TV? I'm like, well, Lolly did. Lolly stole my TV. I can't prove that you stole my TV, but that's my position. Legally, I don't know if I can say you stole my TV before you're arrested or before you're charged with a crime, right? So I have to say, or no, not I, but the newspaper, because the newspaper hear it from me, and at the moment it's from my head. So the newspaper legally will say alleged. Lolly is the alleged thief. Basically, right? Hey Tarix, how you doing? Assumed. Basically, yes. Assumed is a better word for it. Or accused. Yeah, pretty much. Falsehood is kind of manipulative information, not strictly the lie, but close to... Yeah, pretty much. I think... Just call it a lie. Just call it a lie. If it's not true, and they know it's not true, it's a lie. Oh shit, wait, 1 second. Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Anywho, let's continue. From one viral, right? One viral narrative falsely named him as, again, falsely. They lied. Falsely named him as Ali al-Shakati, a Muslim migrant new to the UK. This was later debunked. I should have highlighted this word too. To debunk means to prove something is not true. Did you ever watch the TV show Mythbusters? When when someone says this is true or this is reality, you prove it's not true. You debunk this theory, this myth, this allegation, let's say. Yeah, so this is what we're dealing with here. This is the stupidity of the average British racist. I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing? How's your day going? All right, so going back here. Nonetheless, it's a great word. It means let's not forget this next thing. It's like, Ali is an idiot. Nonetheless, I enjoy his lessons. See how that works? Yes, he's an idiot, but I enjoy his lessons. Ali is an idiot. Nonetheless, I enjoy his lessons. So it's that good connection word, which means, yes, this, but let's focus on this thing. Yeah. Nonetheless, false claims surrounding the attack quickly got millions of views online. Far-right networks, a mix of formal groups and broader ecosystem of individual actors, used this spike in activity to mobilize online organizing anti-Muslim protests outside the local mosque, which later turned violent. Merseyside police have claimed that the English Defence League, remember, were responsible for the organisation of these protests, though EDL supporters were certainly not the only individuals present. Yeah, so this breaks down in the simplest terms what happened with the riots. That is the whole story in a nutshell. In a nutshell means long story short, right? Vasil, how you doing, bud? Vasil, how's your day? How's your week? You've changed your icon, Vasil. Is that from ChatGPT? Did you make that in ChatGPT? It looks cool. Does that look like you as well? I tried to make my own, but it never looked like me. I'm too unique, what can I say? Yeah. I know, right, Lolly? Give me my TV back. Jesus. Adam and James. Oh, man. Do you follow Adam Savage on YouTube? He has a great YouTube channel. It's really, really good. He talks about engineering and building stuff. Really, really nice. But yeah, so basically this is what happened, right? This was the cause of the riots. Racist idiots spread a lie. Other racist idiots believed it. Started to cause trouble in London and other cities. That's basically what happened. But the good thing that came out of this was this. This was the anti-racist rally. This was the anti-racist protest. These are people against the EDL. They far outnumber them. So it was a really, really good, clear message to say, this is not who we are. These people, this is who we are. We are against racism. We will not put up with this. So that made me really happy to see so many people show up for this. Do we say in a nutshell or in nutshell? In a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's it. Yeah. People who believe and stand for democracy values. Democracy values, change it to democratic values. Democracy is a noun, so democratic is the adjective. Democratic values must resist, not must to, no, must resist these far-right groups. Totally agree. Yeah. This is not an English thing, right? This is every country, I think. Every country has their own idiot far right groups. What? You saw that? I've seen this before. Oh! Look at that. This is the first time that's worked on stream. Wow. Wait, there's other ones, isn't there? Is that one? Look at that. So I'm getting distracted. Getting distracted by technology. I am a squirrel. I'm a squirrel. Don't make a one-sided judgment. Would you feel comfortable making the argument for the other side? I hope not. Here we go. Here we go. Is there no freedom of speech in the UK anymore? You can't make comments on social media that sound like hate speech against other cultures or religions. I think people conflate, and when I say conflate, this is a great word. It means to combine two ideas into one. People conflate free speech with you must agree with me, right? So you are free to post, I don't like this. Wait, I don't know if you are. You can say I don't like this, but I don't have to agree with you. I can just be like, I think you're a fucking idiot and a racist, and I want nothing to do with you, or if you have a company, I want nothing to do with your business. See how that works? So, however, if you say something online which is dangerous and promotes violence, then I think it's absolutely right that you face consequences for that. For the same reason, if you're in the street, let me explain this in very simple terms. If you're in the street and there are two people in front of you, one person says to the other, go rob that person. The other person robs you. Who should be in trouble? Both of them or just one of them? So, anywho. So, England, is it safe? Is it not? There's one thing that really is something you need to worry about, and that's this. If you come to London, this is the one thing I really need to make you aware of. Phone theft. I am shocked, and every time I say this, I'm more scared that I'm tempting fate. I am shocked that my phone hasn't been stolen yet, ever. No one has ever stolen my phone, I think. No one has. Because if you live in London, you know the number one thing that you're at risk of is phone theft. And this is definitely a real thing that you need to be careful of. If you come to London, keep this in mind. This is a real headline from, I think it's either The Guardian or The Standard, I'm not sure. Is phone theft not a crime in London anymore? This is a real problem, which it drives me up the wall, drives me crazy. So, I've told you this before, I was waiting for a bus kind of near where I live, and in the bus stop, there's a huge line of people waiting for the bus, right? But you have to wait 10-15 minutes sometimes. If it's late at night, you have to wait. So what do you do when you're waiting and you're bored? Everyone looks at their phone, right? So line of people looking at their phone, passing the time. So about, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, I think it was. Anyway, I hear this bike come past and I'm like, this road isn't for bikes or vehicles. What's a bike doing here, right? So, anywho, it took me 2 seconds to realize, and it was at that moment the bike came on the curb, on the pavement, the sidewalk, and I was like, I know what's happening. So I quickly went, whoop, and I knew what was going to happen. The guy on the bike was looking at everyone down the line. Everyone down the line is like this, not paying attention. The person at the end of the line took their phone, went away. Everyone in the line knew exactly what had happened and knew exactly what would happen. Nothing. Nothing. By the way, if you come to London, there is a trick to this. You can, if you have an iPhone, it must work on Android too. But one thing when thieves steal your phone is they put it on airplane mode. No, not airplane. Yes, they put it on airplane mode so you can't, so your Find My Phone doesn't work. And there's a way you can have, it's like if this then that. You can program your phone to, whenever it goes to airplane mode, it turns itself back off airplane mode. Obviously, you need to turn this feature off when you fly somewhere, but that's what you need to do. If you're not really sure, if you're not confident in your phone protection skills, I would recommend putting that feature on. Yeah. Does it happen very often in London? Yes, it does, and I'm going to show you exactly what the problem is. All right, so this is the article. This was written by someone else. This is not my story. This is from the article. So when he says my, I, me, it's not me, it's this guy. Wonder what they do with locked phones. I've always wondered this. That they can sell them. There are people who can unlock it, I think. Probably. I don't know. Either way, they can sell it. Hey, Keiko! How you doing, buddy? I'm sorry to bother you. You never bother me. Nonetheless, nevertheless, the same usage. Basically, yes. Nonetheless, nevertheless. Yes. It's a bit... There are some differences, but most of the time, yeah, it's basically the same. Yeah. Maybe the bikes say hi. Honestly, if I'm in London and I see someone on a bike or a moped, I don't trust them. I don't trust anyone who rides a bike or rides a scooter, a moped in London. And I advise you not to either. Those are the people you need to be careful of. Because if you're wrong, what's the worst that can happen? You're wrong. And you clutched your phone really tight. You just need to be really careful. All right, so let me read this to you. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. A phone is reported stolen in London every 6 minutes. In one city, every 6 minutes. Reported stolen. Keep that in mind. Last Thursday night, mine became one of them. My first response was to ask the manager of the pub next to where it happened if anything had been handed in. They were quite optimistic, you know, maybe someone found it. Or if they had CCTV. He simply replied, "Nah, mate, happens all the time." Nah, mate. Nah? No. Not just British English, Australian English too. Mate. Friend. Nah, mate. No, friend. We don't really say friend in English, but we do say mate. The same way Americans say dude. I say dude, actually. Yeah. They take them and run straight to the tube or jump on a bus. And the police do nothing, it's gone. This is what worries me. Because it's like, a phone is not cheap, right? A phone is... That's like rent. That's rent money. And a lot of people are living month to month these days. It's crazy. So to run straight to the tube, straight means directly. I often see this in comments and from my students. They say directly. You can just say straight instead. So I ran directly home. I ran straight home. The kid asked his mum for chocolate. The mum said no. He went straight to his dad. Kind of thing, right? Directly. That's the meaning of it. Or, have you heard of straight away? Straight away means right now, immediately. Can you do this straight away? It's very urgent. Straight away. Yeah. And the police do nothing. This is what bothers me. It's like, if it gets stolen, it happens so often, the police physically can't do anything with it. Yeah. So new data reveals half of all reported phone thefts in the capital are screened out by the police this way. Oof. That's terrible. So to screen out basically means to ignore. It's like, oh, your phone got stolen. Okay, yeah, we'll take care of it. That is what screen out means. It's not really scary, it's just really disappointing, I think. So if you come to London, the police will not care about your phone. You have to be super careful with your phone. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. If you come to London, do not think your phone is safe. It's not. Hey Chala, how you doing, buddy? I was lucky enough to have not been robbed while I was living in London. You were living here, wow. I had Android, that's why you weren't robbed. Kidding. I was taking pics and videos, but I had no problem. They may have missed me. So, okay. This won't happen everywhere. The main places you need to be careful is in a pub or a coffee shop. Don't leave your phone on the table. Don't leave it on the side. All the time, have it in your pocket. All the time. I was with a student giving a lesson in a coffee shop once, and these two women came in, were like, oh, do you want to buy these things? They put the things, the things over my student's phone. And then they were talking about something. We were like, no, we don't want anything. We don't want to buy your thing. Then they're like, oh, okay, well, bye then. Have a nice day. Under their papers was the phone. And that happens a lot in London. So you need to keep these things in mind. If you're visiting London, be very careful with your phone. So in a cafe, in a pub, that's the main place. Secondly, when you're walking down a street and or waiting to cross the street, that is the main place they will steal your phone. Why? They're on a bike. They're going down the road. If you're close to the road with your phone, boop, it's gone. It's gone. So please be careful. Where do people keep their phones to steal that easy? Mine deep in my bag for safety's sake. I think that's more or less safe when you do that, right? I heard a really annoying story about someone had a thin bag, like a, what are they called? A tote bag. And someone had a knife and they cut the bottom of it. I guess they need to know that your phone is there, it's at the bottom, and they can easily get it if they can quickly cut the bottom of your bag. So, I mean, you have to remember, thieves will only take it if it's easy. If they have to really work at it, probably not going to bother. There are enough tourists in London to get an easy steal. So, I think you're probably okay in your bag. I'm not going to tell you where I keep mine. But I think an inside pocket in general is the safest. It's when people have it on the outside pockets, in the back pocket, in the arse pocket. If you keep your phone in your arse pocket, you're asking for trouble. I'm more scared of knife crime than a phone being stolen. That is a valid point. However, London has another problem with gangs. I say problem, but it's not really a problem. We have gangs, but in the same way as every city has gangs, right? And if you are not in a gang, you're probably safe. So I shouldn't worry too much about that kind of violence. Yeah, of course, anything can happen. And it does happen, but with a city with so many people, it's so unlikely to happen to you, you shouldn't worry about it. You know? Like, if you play the lottery expecting to win one day, and you're worried about something like that happening to you, then you didn't learn statistics right. You know? There should be more restricted laws. If someone robs something on the street and they don't get punished, they'll keep doing it. Encourages other people to do the same. Yeah, Brand Moon, I agree. Do you know what could be done? Because I don't know. More police officers? I don't know what the answer is to this. If you do know the answer, please tell me. Yeah. Please explain why a 6-year-old is called a young girl, but a 17-year-old is called a kid. Okay, so kid can be young or old child. It's still child, right? So, you can also say young kid for a 6-year-old. Yeah, you can say that. A young kid of 6. That still works. Kid is more general. Young girl is within the umbrella of kid, if that makes sense. Android is going to drop a feature which block the phone when taken abruptly by someone else. Is that real? Is that true? I don't know. Surprise the thieves, leave a chocolate iPhone on the table, let them steal it. Yeah, but then you're giving them chocolate. I like the channels, the YouTube channels with when they trick thieves with glitter bombs or stink bombs. I love those. I will watch them all day. I love those. I love those videos. Yeah. Shocked by this. Vasil, in what way are you shocked? Are you... Honestly, I think the main thing, right, is to just be aware. If you're aware, you're totally safe. Like I said, when I walk down the street, I'm not an idiot. I'm not like walking down the street. I've never had my phone stolen. I lived in Colombia for a year, and they told me, you're gonna get your phone stolen, you're gonna get something stolen. You're here for a year, something's gonna happen. Again, if you're aware, you can avoid these situations. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm a bit too optimistic, I don't know. Nowadays, you feel panicked when you don't have your phone with you. It's kind of addiction. Honestly, yeah. If I don't have my phone, I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what to do. I think we're all the same. We all have the same addiction, I think. I guess I should carry a backpack up front. Yeah. I have noticed people do this, Keiko. And you know we call them a bum bag, but Americans call it a fanny pack. It's like a bag that you strap to your waist, keep it on your front. They're becoming more popular, as well as the same bag, but across the chest, like this. That's also becoming more popular now. Yeah. Yeah, thieves are getting lazy. I think this wraps everything up. If you are very careful, a thief will probably leave you alone. If you are lazy, the thieves will match your laziness. So you just have to be very, very careful, right? Yeah. Oh, it is true. Android theft detect. Really? Is it time for me to switch to Android? Fanny packs, yes. Americans call them fanny backs. We call them bum bags. But in American English, your fanny is your bum. In British English, your fanny is your vagina. It's like a crude way of saying vagina, so don't walk around saying fanny. Not that you would. Yeah. Alright, so if you have any final questions, anything you want to know, let me know in the comments, because I have to do my class in 10 minutes. If you want to join my speaking class, you can. The link's at the bottom. papateachme.com. Easiest way to join my classes. Improve your speaking, your fluency, your accuracy. We have lots of fun. Everyone in the class is very nice. I make sure of that. I don't tolerate any assholes in a class. So if you're worried about level, it's intermediate to advanced. We have 4 sessions a month, usually every Sunday, 2 p.m. London time. So if you want to join that, papateachme.com. You can join my English classes. Do you use a bike? I don't. I used to hire the bikes, but I don't anymore. In London, it's... I prefer to walk, is the easy answer. Keiko, thank you for staying. If someone is shy, is a good... Nezrin. The amount of people who joined my class because they want to build confidence, I think they're the ones who stay the longest. Because it's such a safe place for students to make mistakes, to try new things. That's why I have to encourage in my classes, you're not going to learn if you don't make a mistake. So I will encourage you to make mistakes. That sounds weird, but it's for a good reason. You need to try new things. And when you try it, you're going to make a mistake. And that's a good thing. Because then I'll correct you, you'll learn, you'll get better. Next time, you won't make that mistake. But also, even if you do, I'm English. I have spoken English since I was born, and I still make mistakes if I'm tired or drunk or just lazy, you know? Why Papa teach me but not Ali teach you? Great question. That should be the name. That should be the name. Papa teach me. It was a name that me and my friend Tom from my videos, it was our first idea to name the channel, and we're like, we'll change it later. For now, say Papa teach me. We'll change the name later. And now it's what, 12 years, 13 years later? It's too late. It's too late to change. Yeah. Keiko, you got nothing to thank me for. You're a legend. I appreciate you in the comments. I appreciate you when you comment on my videos. Thank you for being awesome. You like the name? I'm really glad. Alrighty. So everyone, thank you for joining me today. I hope this clears everything up. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday and a lovely week ahead. Yeah, I think it's very important to first make sure everyone knows what the situation is, and not to panic. There's nothing to panic about. You'll be okay. Yeah. Have a good day, everyone.